Hello, welcome back to Let Us Talk About It. This is going to be a sensitive one for me, specifically. So if you don't like hearing about sexual assault, sexual abuse, any of that, I would suggest you please leave. I do not want to trigger anyone. I do not want to hurt anyone, so anyone who needs to leave, just leave right now. I'm just gonna let y'all all leave real quick. Okay, so everyone who needs to leave left. Okay. This episode is about sexual abuse and sexual assault. I have been sexually assaulted multiple times. It can be by anyone. It can be by a random stranger. And also, another thing I would like to say. It can be by women, too. Not only by men. Anyways, it can be by a stranger. It can be by your own cousin. It actually did happen by my own cousin. It can be by your friend. It can be by the person you trust. It can be by a person you don't trust. But I would like to share my story in particular. So, the first one's going to be about my cousin. I don't see him anymore because he moved back to Hawaii because he's in a military family. But he's very creepy. He creeped out his own grandmother, who's also my grandmother. But, what he had done is, we'd go swimming, I'd wear my swimsuit, When you go swimming in a pool, you put on a swimsuit. But what he'd do is, he would come behind me, he would slap my butt, or he would grab it. And I know some families do that, so I know the people from those families don't agree with that. But, I didn't like it. I expressed I didn't like it. I told him no. And I don't really talk to him anymore, so that's, amazing. Because of how much he did, and my parents not knowing, they literally wanted to kill him when they found out. But because also, my Aunt Courtney, said she was going to tell my parents, and she didn't end up doing it, so they found out this year. And also, I would like to tell some more stories. The other two are actually from my 7th grade year, which is literally just before the summer happened. So I'm now in summer break, but I would like to tell my story about that. The first one was with my friend. Let's call her M. She is autistic, but please understand that does not give her a right for what she did to me. And also, I would just like to say, the two other people that this happened to from the same girl were my friends. We all reported it, but nothing got done with her. So, where do I start? We're in the locker rooms. Usually, there's this dressing area where you can get dressed. No one usually gets dressed in 2 different clothes, though, because no one ever brings them. So, we're we're talking, and she's, coming up behind me, and then she just grabs my boob. She just grabs it. And, she did that to 2 other people. And then she decided to, try to be subtle, but she touched my butt. And I'm like, oh, that's nice. And that's one of the details I left out, because that one thing was already big enough. But I was pretty upset about it. I'm finally getting confidence back in my body, but that gave me just a huge, oh my god. If y'all want to know what I was wearing, because I told y'all in the last one I was wearing a swimsuit, I was wearing jeans and a t-shirt. And then, please mind, I am trans, so, that's why. But the next story was so I walked up to my science class because, let me just say, my old 7th period teacher, he would let me go earlier because, I'd finished my work early. He was my credit recovery teacher, that's why. That's the only teacher that would really let me leave early, so I left early. I'm outside waiting on the door, and this one girl who did do this, she is in my PE class. So, when you jump as someone who has boobs, they flop a lot. No, I cannot wear a binder. I'm not allowed to. So, I had to jump because we were doing jump rope. and running. We had to run and do jump rope. So this is the comment that she made. It's not the exact words, but it's the exact summary of it. Hey, I was looking at you at gym today. I just really wanted to say I liked how your boobs bounced. So that's her words. And that first off, hearing that, it's just instant red flag, instantly weird. So after that, she decides to grab my boob. I'm like I'm left speechless. And then she's like, okay, bye. Like, I just went silent, and I cried. Because as soon as that happened, she just left, and the bell rang, and I went inside, and I cried. Inside the classroom. And then my good friend S, I'm not going to reveal their name because, I prefer to keep them anonymous because, I don't know if they would like to be in this, but, they helped me go report it, and then afterwards she made another sexual comment, so I had to go report her again, but with me saying that, I have been sexually assaulted, I've never been sexually abused, and yes, let me say something. That day, I was wearing a hoodie and and I was wearing jeans because, but, I would like to say sexual assault is still sexual assault if you have your clothes on. I know that's very controversial for some people, but that's the truth. And, sexual abuse is more, when it has to do with, rape and stuff like that, and that's a bit of a sensitive topic already, very sensitive topic for people, and I like to spread awareness, but, with that type of stuff, it's very sensitive for me, in particular, it's very difficult for me to make this episode in particular. Actually, no, it's been difficult for me to make the past 3 episodes, the one about physical abuse, the one about verbal and emotional abuse, and this one. So this is where I'm going to end the episode because it's super hard for me to make this. This is the hardest one yet out of all 3. I would like to say, if you've ever been sexually assaulted or abused, I would just like to say, if whoever's done it, I think we should test makeup products and stuff on them. Because what are they going to say? No. Stop. It's my body. Anyway, that's just going to be the joke for this one to, soften the blow a little bit. Because, this is a pretty, sensitive episode as, So I hope you all have a great day or night. Anyways,